Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Before we continue reading Bhagavatam, just mention yesterday was Devananda Pandit's disappearance day. He was a reciter of Bhagavatam. He used to recite Bhagavatam. Then he had many people who would come and listen to him. So one day, Srivas Pandit, he went to listen Devananda Prabhu's or Devananda Pandit's recitation. And Srivas Pandit, he is a pure devotee of the Lord. As soon as he heard Bhagavatam, he became ecstatic. You know, and you know how the devotees, when they are ecstasy, he began to cry, he began to roll on the ground. His body was showing so many symptoms of ecstasy. And Devananda Pandit's disciples, they didn't know what was happening. They thought Srivas Pandit is just creating a disturbance. So they picked him up and then they just put him out, you know. They carried him and put him outside. And Devananda Pandit, he didn't stop them. He didn't also understand the position of Srivas Thakur. So anyway, then Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he took then he came and then and the Mahaprakash Leela, he was telling Srivas Thakur that, do you remember this incident had happened? And Srivas Thakur, said, yeah. And then Mahaprabhu, one day when he was walking outside Devananda Pandit's house, he was saying loudly that how this person, he doesn't know the meaning of Bhagavatam, what he is reciting Bhagavatam. And that time also Devananda Pandit didn't understand what's happening or the position of Lord Chaitanya. Mahaprabhu was saying that Bhagavatam he's the avatar of Krishna. Bhagavatam is Krishna. And Bhagavatam, there's only one subject, and that is devotion. The four Vedas, they are like yogurt, and Bhagavatam is the butter. So Sukadev Goswami, he's churning the yogurt, and Maharaj Parikshit ate that butter. And Bhagavatam is speaking the truth about me. Lord Chaitanya says that. He says that anyone who sees any difference between me, my devotees, and Bhagavatam is just bringing destruction on his own self. But still, Devananda Prabhu couldn't understand. And then after some time, Lord Chaitanya, he went to Jagannath Puri, he was living there. And then Devananda Prabhu Pandit, he started getting after some time, he was feeling some kind of sadness or regret. Such a great personality had come. He was talking to me. I didn't take advantage of this. Then one day, Vakreshwar Pandit is a dear devotee of Lord Chaitanya. And there was a festival, and Vakreshwar Pandit would dance and dance when the kirtan would go on. So he was dancing in ecstasy, and then in the ecstasy, he fell down. So, well, before he fell down, Devananda Prabhu Pandit, what he did, he controlled the crowd because it came such a big crowd there. So he controlled the crowd so that they wouldn't disturb Vakreshwar Pandit's dancing. And then after the dancing, Vakreshwar Pandit fainted. And then Devananda Pandit, he very nicely put him on his lap and fanned him, took care of him, put the dust of Vakreshwar Pandit's lotus feet on his own body. So he was like serving a devotee, taking the blessings of a devotee. And then after some time, Mahaprabhu came there again. Thousands of thousands people came to see him. So many people had come to ask forgiveness from him. And then Devananda Prabhu, he also went. He also wanted to take forgiveness from Mahaprabhu. So he also asked forgiveness. From that time on, he became a great devotee of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu told him, because you served my pure devotee Vakreshwar Pandit, now I am pleased with you that you have served him. Now I'm very pleased with you. And now I'm giving you my mercy. Then now you will be able to understand Bhagavatam, he said. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So serving the devotee and Bhagavatam. Mahaprabhu was telling him that in entire Bhagavatam there is only devotional service. It's only devotional service. There is nothing else. So, and then Devananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu told him, now you go ask forgiveness from Srivas Pandit also. You offended him. So Devananda Prabhu went, he asked for forgiveness. And he became a very close devotee of Lord Chaitanya, Devananda Pandit. And then he started beautifully reciting Bhagavatam, from explaining the intricacies of devotional service. Mahaprabhu told him that many pretend to know Bhagavatam, but they have no real evidence. They don't understand actually Bhagavatam. But one who simply remembers Bhagavatam while admitting himself that I'm so ignorant that I do not understand the real meaning of Bhagavatam, one will be able to understand Bhagavatam. Yeah. So we can also humbly approach Bhagavatam, that we don't know the meaning of Bhagavatam. And by the mercy of devotees and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, hopefully one day we will be able to truly understand Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is Krishna himself. Okay, so we are good. Did anyone have any comments, questions?
So just one thing, you said in the beginning, Srinivas Pandit has the ecstasy, right? So it was because at least he was pure, Devanand Pandit, or because Srinivas was so pure that wherever he heard, that caused
Srivas Pandit's. He is a
purity,
pure
right?
devotee.
Yeah, because he's a pure
Sri,
devotee. So wherever he heard, he fell into ecstasy, right? That was
that's
because.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Devanand Pandit at that time was kind of like a professional reciter.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got the mercy of the devotee Vakreshwar Pandit. Then he got mercy of Lord Chaitanya and he understood really Bhagavatam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are going to continue reading for Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 11. Yes, Mother Yashoda, she is calling Krishna, Balaram, come home, have your lunch. Nanda Baba is waiting for you. Today is your birthday, you have to give charity. Pashya Pashya Vayasyamste.
Pashya vayasyaste
Matram Vishtan Swalankritan.
matramishtam swalankritam
Vamcha Snata Krita Haro.
tvam cha snatah kritaharo
Viharasva Swalankritaha.
viharasva swalankritah.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Just see how all your playmates of your own age have been cleansed and decorated with beautiful ornaments by their mothers. You should come here, and after you have taken your bath, eaten your lunch, and been decorated with ornaments, you may play with your friends again. Generally, young boys are competitive. If one friend has done something, another friend also wants to do something. Therefore, Mother Yashoda pointed out how Krishna's playmates were decorated so that Krishna might be induced to decorate himself like them. So some of the boys had already showered, changed clothes, eaten their lunch. So Mother Yashoda saying, see, they've already done it. Now you come quickly. You can also change your clothes, eat your lunch, and then come back and play. Itam Yashoda Tamashesha Shekharam.
इत्थं यशोदा
Yashoda
समकेतशेखरम्
Namaste
Matva Sutam Sneha Nibaddhadhir Nipa.
मत्वा सुतं
Sutam
स्नेहानिबन्धदीर्घे
Sneha
Haste Grihitva Saharamam Achyutam.
हस्ते गृहीत्वा
Sahara
सह राममाच्युतम्
Nitva Svavatam Kritavati Athodayam.
नीत्वा स्ववाक्यं
Kritavati
कृतवत्य
Atodaya.
अचोदयम्.
My dear Maharaj Parikshit, because of intense love and affection, Mother Yashoda, Krishna's mother, considered Krishna, sorry, who was at the peak of all opulences, to be her own son. As she took Krishna by the hand along with Balaram and brought them home, where she performed her duties by fully bathing them, dressing them, and feeding them. Krishna is always neat, clean, and opulent, and does not need to be washed, bathed, or dressed. Yet Mother Yashoda, because of affection, considered him her ordinary child and did her duties to keep her son brilliant. So Sukadev Goswami is saying this is Mother Yashoda's love. It's not that Krishna is looking dirty. He's never dirty. He's always beautiful, always neat and clean, Prabhupada is saying. But Mother Yashoda, because of her love, she wants to bathe him. She wants to dress him up nicely. She wants to feed him. Shishuko Vacha,
श्रीशुक उवाच
Gopa Vrida Mahotpatan,
गोपावृदमहोत्पातान्
Anubhuya Brahadvane,
अनुभूया बृहद्वने
Nand Adaya Samagamya,
नन्दादयः समागम्य
Braja Karyam Amantrayan.
व्रजकार्यम् अमन्त्रयन्.
Shri Sukadev Goswami continued. Then one time, having seen the great disturbances in Brahadwan, all the elderly persons among the cowherd men, headed by Nanda Maharaj, assembled and began to consider what to do to stop the continuous disturbing situations in Braj. So, the demons kept coming, disturbing. That time they were in Brahadwan, right? So then now the elders, they are thinking now what to do. You're in Gokul, right? So I'm not sure if Gokul is near Brahadvan or in Brahadvan. I'm not sure of that. Anyway, here Brahadvan is mentioned. Tatropananda namaha
तत्रोपनन्दनामाः
gopo jnana vayodikaha
गोपो ज्ञानवयोधिकः
desha kal artha tattvagyaha
देशकाल अर्थतत्त्वज्ञः
priya krid rama krishnayo.
प्रियाकृद् रामकृष्णयोः.
At this meeting of all the inhabitants of Gokul, a cowherd man named Upananda, who was the most mature in age and knowledge, and was very experienced according to time, circumstances, and country, made his suggestion for the benefit of Rama and Krishna. So Upananda is the elder brother of Nanda Maharaj. So he is saying now, and he is very mature, he is very wise. So he's suggesting now what to do for the benefit of Rama and Krishna. Ut atavyam itosmabhir
उत आतव्यो इतस् अस्माभिः
gokulasya hiteshibhihi
गोकुलस्य हितैषिभिः
ayanti atra mahotpata
आयान्ति यत्र महोत्पात
balanam nashahetavah.
बालानां नाशहेतवः.
He said, my dear friends, the cowherd men, in order to do good to this place, Gokul, we should leave it because so many disturbances are always occurring here just for the purpose of killing Rama and Krishna. So they are saying that the trees also fell down. So he also doesn't know what happened with the trees. And the demons kept coming. And so there's like so much disturbances. There's so many people trying to kill Rama and Krishna. Rama here is Balram. So we should move now. Mukta kathanchid rakshasya
मुक्तः कथञ्चित् राक्षस्या
balagnya balako hiyaso
बालज्ञा बालको हसो
harer anugrahanunam
हरेरनुग्रहानूनम्
anaschoparinapatat.
अनश्चोपरि नापतत्.
The child Krishna, simply by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was somehow or other rescued from the hands of the Rakshasi Putna, who was determined to kill him. Then again, by the mercy of the Supreme Godhead, the handcart missed falling upon the child. So he's recounting what happened. Putana, she was gonna kill him, but he got saved. Then again, that heavy, heavy cart could have fallen on Krishna. Chakravatena nitoyam
चक्रवातेन नीतोऽयम्
daityena vipadam viyat
दैत्येन विपदं वियत्.
shilayam patitastatra
शिलायां पतितस्तत्र
paritrata sureshware.
परित्रातः सुरेश्वरेः.
Then again, the demon Trinavar, in the form of a whirlwind, took the child away into the dangerous sky to kill him. But the demon fell down on a slab of stone. In that case also, by the mercy of Lord Vishnu or his associates, the child was saved. So first Putana, then Shakatasur. Of course, they didn't know Shakatasur was there. They just thought it's the cart, right? Then they were like, okay, then the whirlwind demon, Trinavar, he came also. Yannam Riyeta Drumayor
यत्र मियेतद्रुमो यो
Antaram Prapya Balakaha
अन्तरं प्राप्य बालकः
Asav Anyatamo Vapi
असौ अन्यतमो व्यापी
Tad Api Achyuta Rakshanam.
तत् अपि अच्युतरक्षणम्.
Even the other day, neither Krishna nor any of his playmates died from the falling of the two trees, although the children were near the trees or even between them. This also is to be considered the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Upananda is saying, how many see, each time there is so much big calamity, and then each time God is saving Krishna, and then the two trees fell down. Anything could happen. Krishna was there, the other children were there. But by God's mercy, they were saved. Yavat opatiko rishto
Yavat upatiko
rajan nabhi bhavet itaha
व्रजं नाभिभवेत् इतः
tavad balan upadaya
तावत् बालान् उपादाय
yasyamo nyatra sanugaha.
यास्यामो न्यत्र सानुगः.
All these incidents are being caused by some unknown demon. Before he comes here to create another disturbance, it is our duty to go somewhere else with the boys until there are no more disturbances. Upananda suggested, by the mercy of Lord Vishnu, Krishna has always been saved from so many dangerous incidents. Now let us leave this place and go somewhere, some place where we may worship Lord Vishnu undisturbed, before there is another cause of death from some demon who may attack us. A devotee desires only that he may execute devotional service undisturbed. Actually, we see, however, that even during the presence of Krishna, when Nanda Maharaj and the other cowherd men had the Supreme Personality of Godhead in their presence, there were disturbances. Of course, in every case, Krishna came out victorious. The instruction we may derive from this is that we should not be disturbed by so-called disturbances. So Prabhupada is explaining that another way to look at what's happening is that the Krishna is there himself, Lord Balaram is there himself, yet the demons are coming. Of course, that's another pastime. But so that means, so there are so many disturbances. So Srila Prabhupada is saying there have been so many disturbances to our Krishna consciousness movement, but we cannot give up our forward march. On the contrary, people are receiving this movement very enthusiastically all over the world, and they're purchasing literature about Krishna consciousness with redoubled energy. Thus, they are both encouragements and disturbances. This was so even in Krishna's time, because Srila Prabhupada really faced a lot of difficulties to establish the Krishna consciousness movement. In the early days, there was a lot of struggle, and he was just one person. Alone, he started this movement. And so much disturbances with the authorities, with the parents of the devotees. But gradually, people started coming, appreciating. And we can see now it's growing more and more. Yeah. So, did you all want to add anything? Any comments?
So just one
Questions?
question. So then the Prabhupada is explaining that when the difficulties or something come, then we should not give up Krishna consciousness, right? Because it's
That's
always
right.
going to be.
Yeah.
Mm.
Difficulties will come. But we just continue with our Krishna
Mm.
consciousness. Just tolerate.
Just tolerate, yeah.
Mm. Then after some time, the disturbances may go away. And then we may get some encouragement.
Mm.
And then again, disturbances may come. It may keep changing. So just tolerate and continue with Krishna consciousness. Engaging in devotional service. Continue with hearing and chanting.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. Should we stop here?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening and enjoying. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare